Last night's
Idle results
was, without a doubt, the worst
finale lineup
ever.
Unfucking-leapable.
Sorry, I just don't get it.
Hello, everyone.
How are we supposed to introduce the show after that? Welcome to Reality Hour. I am Adam Samuel. I feel like, let's just talk to Eric today. How you doing, Eric? Any good shows on these days? Any anything you're watching?
I mean, genuinely, where's the screaming goat? Play it now. Do it now. Hit the button.
This is our mascot. This should be under the Reality Hour.
That is the mascot. Because genuinely, I think this is the worst finale lineup I have ever seen on the show. No question in my mind. The only one that comes close for me, and Adam's going to hate me for saying this, was season 16.
Lane and Alejandro.
No, season 16.
What?
No,
you were so wrong there. So wrong. First of all, because it's season 1 on ABC.
For me personally, I mean, well, I liked Madison, who made the finale in Lane and Alejandro season, so that one, but I didn't like anybody in the season 16. But even then, I thought Gabby at least could sing, sort of. I don't like her now, but I liked her at the time. Yeah, this is just cheap. # worst case scenario.
well, we're gonna put a pin into that season 16 discussion. But for now, we have a bit of a rarity on this occasion. We have a special guest joining us for this podcast. It is Dark Grace. It is like Star Wars. She's gone full Sith. I don't know what she's doing over there, but she's dressed the part. How you doing today, Grace?
I got shut out of the finale.
Gil went for fun of the episode so far.
God damn it! Seriously, though, like I've said before, these drafts continue to get consistently worse. The first one I did, I had 4 finalists out of 4. And then this year, I have nobody.
Yeah.
So
it's like the pendulum. It swings back. You've been winning for so long, and now you win 4 times in a row, Grace. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I'm just going to say that my pendulum of having someone I like win this show, it's been 6 years now. I'm over fucking due at this point. I don't know why I keep watching, other than the fact that I keep finding people who don't win, but I do like them. Leah Marlene last week was fantastic, by the way. Live.
You watch because you like talking to us. That's why you watch.
That's why I'm watching next week, but it's not why I watch in general. That is literally the only reason I'm watching next week is to talk about it with you guys. But
one day we have to do like a
season is gone out like that trash can sound effect that I used at the end of that intro video.
It's a dumpster fire.
It's so funny. It's like when you eat a spicy food and you start to feel like the heat after a couple of seconds. I felt that when Kyra went home, and now you guys are feeling it.
No, I felt it when Kyra went home also, but I still feel it. Kyra went home, and then I'm like, oh, at least I still have Way, and now Way's gone, so the season's over.
I guess that's the headline, Grace. So we lose your entire team here in the cut from 5 to 3. Can we just eulogize for a moment their runs on the show? What do you kind of make of this result? What do you take away from their performances? What's kind of your vibe here?
Should I play the intro video again, Adam? Because that's my take on the result.
Well, that was you. I want to hear from Grace, from Darth Grace.
Zachariah was doomed. He was going home regardless of what he did. I'm honestly surprised he made it this far because I thought he should have been cut in Hollywood. And then Way really should have made the finale over Megan. But this week, her song choices were absolutely horrible. And they both could have been showstoppers, and neither one was. Plus, they put her first. And I wasn't really nervous until Eric and I went to lunch on Saturday, and then we were talking about it. And he was saying the predictions are that Way's going to come in 4th. And then I started getting nervous, and then it actually happened. So, God damn it, Eric.
Why don't I get invited to these lunches?
Now.
I didn't know there were lunch. I would come
You
down.
live 4 hours away, Adam. We'll see you in July.
You should have come and watched Eurovision with us.
We have to one of these days. We have to do like a live watch along of one of these shows, like where we're all together and we can, I don't know, throw popcorn at the screen when our favorites go home, and then because that's the show these days.
Well, I got to get the Swedish snacks because Sweden won this year, so they're hosting next year.
But I know we're in a bit of a rough spot here with our final three contestants that clearly you guys are huge fans of. But is there at all a potential satisfying result here? And what would be the satisfying result? And please, for the love of God, say Horseboy, because I want him to.
We already know who's gonna win. There's no point in getting excited about anything else.
But it says something about the show, about how broken the show really is. That from the audition, from episode 1, we said Colin Stough was in it for the long run, and here we are. And we're not fortune tellers, although Grace might have foresight now that she's gained Sith powers. But we could just go by trends of what's happened in the past, and here we are. And this is why I'm not going to fall off the show. Honestly, because I enjoy talking. I enjoy Reality Hour, but it's just so predictable. Like, if nothing else,
I will say honestly, the one surprise this season for me has been Iam, that he's made it. Well, it wasn't surprising. I mean, from a guy who I thought was cut at top 26 because they spelled his name William on the idle pad spoilers, which is still the funniest moment of the season for me. I'm sorry.
No, not the horse puns. It's the misspelling.
The second funniest moment of the season was when I learned live on the air that Iam was still in the competition and therefore was going to win this show in a landslide, because he's been getting the most views every single performance by like a factor of 3 every time, and so yeah, he's gonna win. I don't think people watching him will actually listen to his music so that we have a successful winner again. I have no hope, but
Katie did wish to the genie on that.
Well, look, here's my assessment. Megan, DOA.
Third place.
Ice Cube's chance in hell of winning. But I could see Colin winning. You laugh, Eric, but think back. I want to bring you back to season 17, where the clear favorite week after week, who had the viral audition, I think it was Alejandro's season, if I have my years right. He was the clear favorite to win. Didn't win.
Yeah, I mean, there is a slim, like a 1% chance that Colin somehow takes this. But I'm not polishing my crown off for a 1% chance.
It'll be, it could be a very ironic twist where we're here next week and you're the one wearing the crown.
TeamInsurance.
I feel like you got to wear like a horse mask or something. Like you got to go full. And I'll just open the show. I'll look at the camera and I'll go, I have a long face.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyway, do we want to talk about our final 3 individually?
Why not?
We might as well at this point.
I'm really hot with this blanket on, so I'm taking it off.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, Grace has returned to the side of good. She's shed her.
She's just covered of the. Okay.
When was the last time when Grace has been shut out of a finale after such a hot streak?
Adam, don't be mean. Just because first of all,
4 wins.
First of all, Adam, she shouldn't have been shut out because Way should have gotten 3rd at least. She should have won, but
we called it last week that she had a
trouble
likelihood.
This is the first time since I've been here that I've never had anybody in the finale.
Now you know how I feel, Grace.
Anywho, let's talk about Colin, shall we? Let's just go through him. Let's talk.
I put him at a 10% chance of. Why would you do that, Eric?
Why would I
Is
do
this
We
that?
needed a Disney horse.
Is this
I
for-
needed a Disney horse. You know that.
I
I
would
literally Google image search Disney horse. That's what I did.
And you got the one from Tangled.
Sure.
What other Disney horses are there?
Lots. There were
was gonna
several
say,
options. I picked,
Belle has a
I picked
horse.
the one that looked the most like interesting, I guess. I don't know. I picked the one that's in 3D.
Yeah, Colin, look, he's not I would put him at 10%, 20% win. I would say 19% Colin, 80% Iam, and like 0.1/0.1 for Megan. Not even.
But yeah, 2 car songs.
Life is a highway, Grace.
But I mean, we all knew someone. It's kind of become a thing on this show. If you're a country singer, you're singing a song from Cars. It's as predictable as them winning at this point.
It's that, or You Got a Friend in Me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't get that either.
Oh my God! Thank God, I can't hear another version of it.
Double the music, especially with double the Disney. Although there's fewer contestants, so maybe there wasn't. I'm not sure. Anywho, the fact that he loves Cars, at least somebody does. I don't get those movies at all. It is actually.
Life is a train wreck. I don't want to. I don't know.
Anyway, cut.
No. Real Gone, I thought was okay, not the greatest. Nobody Knows, I thought was much better.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
If anybody should be singing that song, it's me.
What was that from Shrek? I think.
I don't know.
I know it from Big Bang Theory.
Okay. I'll just say it's really messed up that we're in this situation, but by process
Where he's the good result.
No, by process of elimination, I kind of do want Colin to win this season.
Just for the memes, for us. This is why I want, because we deserve this, Eric. Can you imagine?
I will say his first performance was okay. Second one was way better. I would agree with Grace on that. His peak this season was Dancing on My Own, which is the only performance actually from any of our finalists that I could call anything like in the same like universe as a moment. Was that for me? And plus, as we've established, the horse jokes have made this otherwise terrible season enjoyable. So that's Colin for the win, I guess. I mean,
I'm not gonna go on. Sorry.
I was mentioning we know the titles of the winning singles, by the way, and Colin stole Megan's song, I think, because it's called "I Still Talk to Jesus." Is Colin's winning single, which honestly will give him a chance, I think. I mean, although Iam's is about clearly going to be about meeting his father in heaven or something, based on that title. So yeah, Iam's going to win this, but.
Oh well.
Anywho,
and Zacharias was called Grace, so if he had won, it would have been like. But we can't have
Wave
things.
was 170. I forget what it was. Something 175. Very weird song title.
The finale songs are almost always pretty bad.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, Maddie's was good. Eric dissing her.
That one was a good song.
Are you gone? Because Grace is clearly Grace is checked out.
Okay, let's talk about Megan, shall we? Sorry, I don't have fancy artwork for the other two. I'm sorry. I should, but I don't.
When she gets interviewed by Ryan Seacrest at some point during the finale before the results, like, how does it feel to be in the top 3? I want her to pull a Plankton. Be like, I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far.
Uh-huh.
Well, they always say that. Or they kind of plead the 5th. Because, like, if they say they knew they were going to get this far, then people think, oh, they're too cocky to win. But people say they never thought they'd get this far. They're not confident enough. So it's a fine line. But, hey, she gets her cheese dip. She's talking about that with Seacrest. Okay. The performances, The first one I thought was one of her better ones. The second one I liked better before it turned into a hoedown. What? What did I say?
You didn't say anything. 100% accurate.
I'm confused.
Me too. Anyway,
I don't know why I was laughing.
Okay, I'll talk. So Megan is the best singer of the final three, which is a low bar, but she is. And again, as I said for weeks now, if she didn't already say she's going to be putting out music that I have zero interest in, I'd be rooting for her to win. She is destined for third place.
Destined? It's written in the stars.
It is written in the stars. But I am going to call out what I think might have been the most insipid judging comment I think I've ever heard on this on the show, or at least in a long time, which came from Luke Bryant last night. And I'm going to read it verbatim. Yeah,
I think I know where this is going.
I just want to tell you you're a vocalist. I mean, that's what that term is designed for. A vocalist is someone that delivers vocals just like you just did.
It's like that meme of the kid like just trying to say a thought and he just keeps repeating the same words.
A vocalist is someone that delivers vocals just like you just did. That is literally a Bushism. That's a Bushism.
I was thinking more of Mariah Carey.
Reality Hour is like a podcast where you podcast and you talk about shows. Like that's what you do. You talk about the shows and the contestants, and you just did a really great job at that, Eric. You're really just a podcaster.
And we put you for a sing off, and you made it here anyway. And you're so good. Oh, you're all so good. God, these judges. Can we get rid of all of them?
Sarah Bareilles was right there. I'm just saying.
Literally.
And she had the best performance of the night.
I mean, Ed Sheeran wasn't
obviously
a good judge. He didn't say anything good. But at least he wasn't insufferable. I mean, that line was like insipid from Luke.
When you started saying that, like, remember when, I don't know if we're allowed to say this name on Reality Hour anymore, but remember when Mariah Carey was a judge and all of her comments were like rambling word
I'm
salad?
sorry, who's that? Wait, who's that?
Who? Team Left Side.
And Grace is done. Grace is going to go back to being Darth Grace.
Team Left Side.
I would, but it's really hot with the blanket on.
Oh, poor Megan. What would you do? Like if you were in Megan's situation, what's the game plan? What do you do?
I'll go eat cheese dip and then sing next week. Duh. Because cheese dip is awesome. But no jalapenos for me. I don't do spicy.
Being Satan worshippers, and then maybe people will vote for me.
Could you imagine if she went out on stage?
Because my opponent is not a. Oh, God.
And she seems so lovely, like such a nice person, but snowballs chance.
I mean, genuinely a nice person and genuinely a good singer. I just really wish. It just bugs me when people immediately like write off. Like, I mean, to an extent, I'm actually happy in a way that she's being completely upfront about the music she wants to make, so that people who don't like that music don't have to vote for her. So, and she'll end up in third, and it'll be fine, and she'll have a career, I guess, ish, maybe. I don't know, but you know what? It's fine. It is what it is.
Eric, Megan was your fourth pick.
I know she was.
Iam and Colin were our first picks.
Uh-huh.
And here we are. Who's left? Who do we got to talk about next?
Iam.
We have to talk about winner.
Winner, short rib dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will just say my crown is ready and waiting. Is kind of all I have to say here.
Yep. He is the winner. That's simple. I mean, the most engagement online of anyone by 3 times at least. The in-studio audience reactions, the reactions of the judges, the mentors, the fans. In the literally, they had him like looking out off the balcony at Disneyland. And, oh my God, it's him! Hi! And Katy Perry already said he's the winner. I called it from a day of the draft, by the way. The second I found out he was actually in the top 26 after all, and not cut Hollywood Week, I called it. And so even if he is on your team, Adam, because you did better in the random number generator guessing game than I did,
Grace passed on him. I don't know what you're saying. I had second pick.
Because
I'm saying is that I made it very clear from that episode that he was going to win, and so technically, even if I lose the draft, I still win the being right points when Iam wins next week. So, which means I don't get to wear a crown, but I get something better. I get righteous indignation.
If we had like pre-season 9 Simon Cowell on the season, what as a judge, what do you think he would say about the season?
Pre-season 9? I would say even season 9. I think he would say rubbish.
Even before season 9, Simon was sleeping on the job.
Anyway.
And any predictions for next week?
Keith Urban is going to be there.
Did you guys like him as a judge?
I did.
I mean, he's better than all of these people.
Yes. I did not like him as a judge.
He didn't. Well, that says a lot because, usually the judges are actively hate to severely hate,
Yes.
So he was kind of like.
The fact that he was inoffensive, it didn't bother me one way or the other.
Yeah, he was cool.
That they're singing his music because I feel like it's 2 country singers and then the other one, but I don't think it's going to matter because, for one thing, Keith Urban is not that country.
And the other thing is that Colin could sing. I mean, not Colin. Ian literally could take a jump on the stage and he'd probably win this season.
Is Keith Urban still married to Nicole Kidman?
I don't know.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. I think he is.
And Eric goes off to Google.
No, Eric doesn't care enough to go off to Google for that. I'm sorry.
Lovely.
I will say, Australian Idol was better this year. Much better.
How much better was it?
The winner could sing.
Why do you hate Iam so much?
I mean, Iam can sing. Iam is a decent singer.
But I sense there's a but.
There is a but, and it's that he's totally unremarkable, and boring, and the same song every week, and it just I don't get the appeal. But I mean, clearly a lot of people like him based on the views, so I'm hoping he succeeds because I always want the winner of the show to succeed. I don't care who they are necessarily because I want
unless their name is Maddie apparently.
No, I wanted Maddie to succeed.
She still can. She's still doing good. She's doing great. I love Maddie. I'm clearly the only fan on this panel, but I am a ardent Maddie supporter. Mm-hmm. And Grace just looks away. Yeah, I'm gonna back-to-back wins. Can you believe that? Who would have thought? How did we get here, Eric?
Adam, shut up. Stop gloating already.
Wow.
You know the only reason you won back-to-back is because I picked the wrong random number. So
look at this. I win regardless of who wins the season. If Ian wins, I win the draft. If Colin wins, so many horse jokes. If Megan wins, oh my God. Any result is perfect. I said regardless of who wins. I'm going to be happy. Oh my God, just the story. Can you imagine if Megan wins this season? She was 4th for Eric's 4th pick.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know what number that was for all of us, but.
Well, we don't need to worry about what number she was because there's no way in hell she's winning. It's between.
What if she does win? What if she does?
I refuse
you know what?
to work in a reality where that's possible.
I know what Grace will say if Megan wins.
I'm already saying that.
Oh boy.
Well, Clay and Ruben will be back on the finale. That'll be interesting to watch, I guess.
They're always back. They are like They are the OG. They are like with the show. They are here for it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Seriously, they do everything.
They haven't been back in a while, actually, but Ruben has.
Clay was in Hollywood mentoring.
Okay, Clay was a Hollywood mentor, and Ruben
He was
was
this season.
Yeah, whatever.
And they both helped with the season 15 auditions.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if I ever told you this. Tangent time. So I actually auditioned for the last season. Clay Aiken was the one there. And while we were there, he FaceTimed Ruben Studdard while we were just like waiting in line to go audition. And the dude next to me like completely fangirled.
I can't audition anymore. I'm now too old.
Can
I started watching the show at age 15, and and here we are. Yeah, I can imagine Grace in a David Archuleta shirt crying on the day of the finale.
On that note,
is this just are you just here to torture me today?
Me?
Yes,
You're the one who went full Sith from Star Wars.
You started that trend.
You take the word Sith and you rearrange it, you can get another word that sums up this season.
Yep. That is 100% true. Good point, Adam. I really appreciated that line. Honestly, I think that's the line. To end.
To end the season. Well, Mr. Skyfred says Ian better win. I think you're gonna be pretty happy come next week.
That makes somebody. I'm glad people like him. Anyway,
a lot of people are going to be happy.
A lot of people are going to be very happy, and that will be good for them.
I'll be happy.
Yeah, you'll be happy. Anyway, on that note, I'm Eric. You can find me there on Mastodon. Find Grace there. I'm good at pointing now. I'm figuring out how to do this. Find Adam.
You can find me polishing a crown is where I'll be.
Yeah, Adam replaced his Twitter handle with Team Foregone Conclusion this week. And let me switch the background back to our normal background. We have a new logo, by the way, and I'll just quickly go on a tangent. The hourglass thing made no sense after a certain point because we haven't been anywhere near an hour in a while. So the whole point about like ticking time down didn't make sense for the theme of the show. Anyway, on that note,
I want to shoot
everyone. See you next week.
We're not shooping. There's no shooping.
We're not shooping?
No, we're not shooping.
Boo.
See you all next week.
Reality half hour. There you go.